HopeCity Kids online experience. We are shouting out
gratitude. How
right.
thankful we are.
We are making sure everyone knows that we are thankful for all the things that they do for us. But what are we gonna do now, Ryan?
We are gonna start today off by jumping into some worship, so stand to your feet and let's worship together.
Darkness run and hide, you bring the broken back to life. Only you can, only you can. You set me free from every chain, you fill my heart with songs of praise. Only you can, only you can. Jesus, you're the only reason that I'm even breathing. I am wide awake. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands reach up for you to hold me. My soul sings, Father, you are holy. My feet dance to your rhythm, to your rhythm. Every beat is calling out your name. Your throne to bring this runaway back home. Only you can, only you can. You give me love, you give me life, you keep me dancing through the night. Only you can, only you can. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands reach up for you to hold me. My soul sings, Father, you are holy. My feet dance to your rhythm, to your rhythm. Every beat is calling out your name. Every beat is calling out your name. Jesus, you're the only reason that I'm even breathing. I am wide awake. You move me, your freedom is consuming. I feel you rushing through me. I'll never be the same. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands reach up for you to hold me. My soul sings, Father, you are holy. My feet dance to your rhythm, to your rhythm. Every beat is calling out your name. Every beat is calling out your name. Every beat is calling out your name.
Hey kids, it's game time! Alright, this is gonna be an awesome game, and Kelly, what are we playing today?
Okay, today we're playing Sit Down If. So it's really simple. I'm gonna make a statement, Ryan's gonna make a statement, and if it applies to you, if you've done it or haven't done it, based on the question, you're gonna have to sit down.
Okay.
How do they win?
If you haven't sat down from the least amount of questions, then you will win out of the 5 questions in your family.
That's right, so whoever's left standing in your family is the grand prize winner today. Okay, I'm gonna go first.
Yeah, first
question. Question number 1 is, did you forget to brush your teeth?
This morning.
This morning, have you not brushed your teeth yet? If you have not brushed your teeth,
you have to sit down.
You have to sit down.
Okay.
So, at home, sit down if you did not brush your teeth. Ooh, that's stinky. That's stinky. Okay, your turn.
All right, here we go. Second question. Keep track of your points or who is still standing. Here we go. All right. Sit down if you have worn the same pair of socks 2 days in a row.
Ooh, that's even stinkier.
That's stinkier.
Sit down if you wore the same pair of socks 2 days in a row. So are you wearing the same pair of socks? I'm not.
I'm not wearing the same
socks.
I'm not sitting down.
Okay, did you have to sit down at home? I got another question for you. Okay, all right, you ready? Sit down if right now you're watching this and and you are still in your PJs. Sit down if you're still in your PJs. We're not.
We're not.
We're in our Hope City Kids shirts. We're not in our
right.
PJs. Okay, sit down if you are in your
All right,
PJs.
okay, 2 more questions.
Okay, 2 more.
Okay, here we go. Kids, if you're still up, trying to think. Let's see. Okay. Sit down if you haven't eaten breakfast yet today.
You must be hungry.
Must be hungry.
I didn't eat much for breakfast yet today. Okay, sit down. Okay, if anyone is still left in the game, if you are still in the game, sit down if.
Last question, here we go.
Last question. Sit down if you ate any candy this morning.
Oh. Ooh.
Have you eaten any candy? All right, that's 5 questions. Who's left standing? Who won? You can send us a little message in the chat, but now what time is it?
It is time for our memory verse with Peyton and Paula. Let's jump into it.
Yes.
Hey kids, we are back with another memory verse, and here it goes. Give thanks to the Lord, for He is so good. His faithful love continues forever.
Guys,
was
let's
fun.
do that one more time so you guys can get it down pat.
Okay.
Give thanks to the Lord, for He is so good. His faithful love continues forever. That is such a fun verse. You can find that verse in Psalms 136, verse 1.
What a great time we're having today, an awesome memory verse. We are just about to go into the so-and-so show, but before we do, you know what we have to do. We gotta get all our wiggles and our jiggles out. Let's jump into the show.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to give a shout out to the real hero of tonight's game. That's me. It was do or die time out there tonight, but John did what John does. He wins. He brought his A game. He came to play. Yeah. You just got to take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? You got to go out there and step it up. I mean, when your back's against the wall, you overcome adversity with a tremendous amount of athleticism. No, it wasn't a bed of roses out there tonight. No, but sometimes you gotta look through the rain to find the rainbow. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Yesterday is history, but tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. And that's why they call it the present. No. Never give up, is what I'm trying to say. Never give up. Never, ever give up. Give up? No, never. Did not think about it, ever, never. To give up is never, ever. And I never, ever gave up. Don't give up. That's what I'm trying to say.
All I ask is how your game of solitaire went.
No more questions? Thank you.
Hey.
Hey everybody, I'm Brandon.
And I'm John, and welcome to the So-and-So Show.
Say, John.
Yes, Brandon.
Hey, how was your day yesterday?
It was good.
Oh yeah? Anything particularly fun or interesting that our viewers might enjoy hearing about?
I had to do the same load of laundry 3 times because I kept forgetting to add soap to the machine.
No, anything else? Our soccer game?
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, no, you know what? No one wants to hear about that.
No, come on, tell him, please, come on.
Okay, fine. So yeah, Brandon and I joined a soccer league and got placed on the same team. And
I'm glad you brought that up, John. We had our first game yesterday, which was my first ever soccer game. I've never played before, and I was awesome. Tell him what I did, John. You know the lingo. You've been playing your whole life. Tell him.
I don't really think they were.
I scored the winning goal.
Well,
oh, my chair.
well, yeah, that's all right.
No, I did. I kicked the ball, and it went into the goal thingy, right?
listen, I mean, the ball bounced off your foot.
Yeah.
Bounced off your foot. And then went into the goal,
I
sure.
know.
But really, you just got lucky because the goalkeeper sneezed right when the ball bounced off of your foot, and that's why he was unable to make the save.
No, the goalie didn't sneeze.
That's the only possible explanation, Brandon. There's no way you could score a goal on purpose. Trust me, I know the difference between somebody who shot a goal on purpose and someone who made a lucky shot.
Okay, that was not luck, my friend. That was pure skill. Come on, don't feel bad, kiddo.
I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. Did you just call me kiddo?
You heard me, Chief. Look, just because I'm better at soccer than you is no reason for you to get all...
Better?
I'm jealous.
Better?
Yeah,
You
no,
think
I
you're
did.
better than me at soccer? You who's never even
mean,
seen... You who thought you
did you
threw the
throw
ball.
the winning-
Okay, you know what? Stand up right now.
What? Why?
Just do it.
All right, oh, okay.
All right, it's time for a penalty kick challenge. I want you to prove that your winning goal wasn't just a lucky shot.
Okay.
Hands.
What?
Forget it. I want you to show that you're pure skill and get a shot. No, you have to wait for the whistle.
I don't... Oh.
Hands.
What?
Hands. On the line. Wait for the whistle.
Right. Are you going to blow the whistle?
No. It's not fair.
Why is that not fair?
Because I played soccer my entire life and you play it for one game and you score the winning goal. And then everybody's cheering for you and they start chanting your name and it should be my name. They're chanting my name, my name, my name, my
Oh,
name.
come on, John. Maybe they'll chant your name next time, buddy. Listen, hey, if you want any pointers, I'd be happy to take 15 minutes. Take just 15 minutes. I would like to teach you. I can mold. You don't have to be. It's Bible story time with Cameron.
Hey guys.
Hey, Cameron. Hey, it's been great having you this month while our friend Kellen's been away.
Yeah, totally. What do you have for us today?
Today we've got a parable that Jesus told. A parable, if you didn't know, is like a story with a lesson. You can read this parable yourself in the book of Matthew, chapter 20. Or you can stick around and watch me tell it with the help of the So and So Show players. Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is like a man who owned land.
Look at my beautiful vineyard. I wonder what time it is. It's the first thing in the morning. I should hire people to work for me today.
So he went out and hired people to work in his vineyard. He agreed to give them the usual pay for a day's work.
Hey, do you want to work for me today? I'll pay you the usual pay for a day's work.
That'd be great.
I'm going. The vineyard is that way.
About 9 o'clock that morning, the owner went out again to find more workers.
Hey, you. If you work in my vineyard, I'll pay you what's right.
Sounds good.
Wait. You look like the same guy I hired this morning.
No, different guy because I got a different hat.
Oh, cool.
The owner went out again at noon. And again at 3 o'clock. And the owner went out one last time at 5 o'clock when the workday was almost over.
You don't have a job yet?
No, Daddy-O, nobody's hired me yet.
I'll hire you.
Groovy. Right on.
When evening came, It was time for the workers to be paid. The workers who were hired at 5 o'clock were paid first.
And here's the usual day's pay for you.
Groovy.
And here's the usual day's pay for you. And here's the usual day's pay for you. And here's the usual day's pay for you.
Cool.
Then it was time to pay the workers who were hired the first thing that morning. They saw what the other workers had been paid and they were getting excited.
Whoa, man. If he's paying them that much for only working part of the day, I'm gonna get a whole lot more money.
And here is the usual day's pay for you.
Yeah. Wait, what? No! This is the same amount that you paid that guy. You hired that guy at 5 o'clock. He's only been here for like an hour. I have been in that hot sun all day long. I should get way more than this.
My friend, I'm being fair to you. Did you not agree to work for the usual day's pay?
Well, I mean...
I want to give the one I hired last the same I gave you. Do I not have the right to do what I want with my own money?
Well, I mean...
Take your money and go.
And that, my friends, is how Jesus' parable ends. Give it up for the So-and-So Show players.
Good story, Cameron.
Yeah. Didn't you say it was supposed to have a lesson at the end?
Sure. I think that story can tell us a lot about what it means to have gratitude. Look at the worker who was hired first. He was so focused on what the other workers were getting paid, he forgot to be grateful for his own pay.
Yeah, he had a lousy attitude.
He did, but we do too sometimes, right? We want what other people have, and when we don't get it, we complain and say it isn't fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or when we do have what other people want, we brag and show off and try to make other people feel bad.
Yeah.
I think the important thing to remember is that God has given all of us so much. We just need to try and be grateful for it.
Right as always, Cameron. Thanks.
Anytime. See you guys later.
Bye, Cameron.
John, I think we might need a little attitude adjustment.
I know.
I mean, maybe my soccer goal was a lucky shot. I shouldn't have bragged so much.
I should have been more grateful. I mean, we won the game because of you.
I'm grateful for you, John.
And I'm grateful for soccer. And also you.
Reveal the question.
Oh, what is keeping you from being grateful?
Yeah, what are some things that can get in the way of our gratitude?
Yeah, think on it. Chew on it. Chat on it.
And we will catch you next time. I'm Brandon.
And I'm John, and this was the So-and-So Show.
They'll be doing this in 10 years.
Our Bible story today is a story that Jesus told his closest friends so that they could understand what the kingdom of heaven would be like. The story is about a man who owned a vineyard, a big piece of land, and he needed help, and he needed to hire some people to work on it. So the owner of the land, he went out and he began to hire people. He hired them at different times in the day. He hired them first thing in the morning. He hired some more people at 9. He hired some more people at 12, at 3, and at 5. He hired these different groups of people, and there's one thing he promised all of them. He promised them all an equal share fair wage. That meant that they were all going to get paid the exact same amount of money. That evening, as the night was getting darker and it was time for everyone to go home, the owner of the land told the manager to go and get all the people and call them back one at a time. But call the person that he hired last and then second to last and go in that order and pay them. Pay them what he had promised. Well, as it was getting time for the first group of people to get paid, they were seeing that everyone ahead of them who worked way less hours than them was gonna get paid the same amount. So they expected they were gonna get paid more. But when it was their turn, they did not get paid more. They got paid what they were promised, and they began to complain. I wanna read to you what it says in the Bible. You can read this Bible story in Matthew. So in Matthew chapter 20, verses 13 and 15, this is what it says. "Friend," he said, "I'm being fair to you. Didn't you agree to work for the usual day's pay? Take your money and go. I want to give the one I hired last the same pay as I give you. Don't I have the right to do what I want with my own money?" You see, the people who were hired first were complaining. They thought they deserved more than the people who were hired last. But you see, the owner made a promise and he stuck with his promise. He didn't promise them more money. You see, Jesus made this story so that we could understand that God is fair, that God treats everybody the same, that he doesn't look at it like you're gonna get more than somebody else. God sees everybody equal. Here's the thing. You need to stop thinking that you deserve more than somebody else. And you need to realize that and be thankful for everything that you have. And when you find yourself maybe comparing yourself to somebody else, you need to begin to adjust your attitude. Which brings me to today, our bottom line is basically simply this: adjust your attitude. When you think that you deserve something over somebody else, that's really not a good attitude. Just like this Bible story. The guys that were hired first believed that they deserved more, but that's not a good attitude. You see, everything that you have, you only have it because it belongs to God anyway. God is the one who gives everything so generously, and he can choose to take it all away. We have all that we have because of what God has chosen to give us. And we have all that we have because God loves us so much. So kids, if you find yourself looking at other people and wishing you had what they had, remember that nothing you have belongs to you. That everything was given to you because of God. And do your best to adjust your attitude. Find ways to be grateful. Be grateful. Be grateful for Jesus, because Jesus, what he did for you. How Jesus came to the earth. How Jesus died on the cross for your sins so that someday you could know him. We need to find ways to be grateful for every single thing that we have. This morning, let's spend a few moments in worship.
Forget
great time we've had today. Thank you so much, families, for joining in with us for this Hope City Kids online experience. And hey, we love having our online experience, but we are also having Hope City Kids in person here in Fredericton, and we would love for you to come and enjoy this experience with us here together with us.
But before you go anywhere, I have today's question. And today's question is, what is keeping you from being grateful? What stops you from being grateful? Talk about that at home with your family, and we will see you next week online